Journey across 6 continents as we explore the vast subsurface reservoirs, tectonic basins, and ancient sedimentary formations that power human civilization and global industry. Situated on the northern edge of South America, Venezuela's petroleum geography centers around the Orinoco Belt and Lake Maracaibo Basin. Formed over millions of years through deep marine organic sedimentation along ancient fault lines, these formations harbor massive heavy crude deposits. Tropical savannas and wetland ecosystems overlay these subterranean reserves, creating complex environmental dynamics alongside intense industrial extraction operations. Dominating the Arabian Peninsula, Saudi Arabia's landscape features hyperarid sand deserts like the Rub al Khali. The country's immense oil fields formed within ancient Tessie Sea sedimentary rocks, trapped beneath impermeable salt domes and limestone strata. With an arid desert climate and fragile arid ecosystem, modern infrastructure contrasts sharply with vast stretches of undisturbed, sun-drenched topography. Iran's hydrocarbon reserves are concentrated along the southwestern Zagros fold and thrust belt and offshore Persian Gulf basins. Structural folding from regional tectonic collision created vast natural limestone traps filled with petroleum. Featuring diverse climates from arid southern coastal deserts to rugged montane forests, this region holds immense strategic, geopolitical, and historical significance. Dominating the province of Alberta, Canada's heavy oil reserves lie within ancient Cretaceous sandstone deposits. Subarctic conditions and vast boreal forests dominate the surface terrain, characterized by dense pine canopy, peatlands, and winding river networks. Extraction requires surface mining or steam-assisted gravity drainage, fundamentally altering cold-climate subarctic ecosystems. Formed by millennia of alluvial deposition from the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, southern Iraq features flat desert plains and marshlands overlying deeply buried petroleum traps. Northern reserves sit within folded Zagros foothill structures. The region endures an extremely arid climate, where desert fauna and ancient riverbed agricultural valleys frame vast industrial extraction sites. The United Arab Emirates occupies a coastal desert landscape characterized by shifting sand dunes, salt flats, and shallow marine waters. Tectonic subsidence and ancient coral reef limestone formations trapped vast oil volumes over geological epochs. Hot, hyperarid desert conditions surround both urban centers and expansive offshore production complexes spanning the Persian Gulf. Covering flat, desert terrain at the head of the Persian Gulf, Kuwait consists primarily of windswept gravel plains and coastal marshes. The underlying petroleum geography is defined by Cretaceous sandstone formations trapped in structural domes. The arid desert climate supports sparse xerophytic vegetation, where intense summer heat shapes both human civilization and industrial operations. Stretching across western Siberia and the Volga-Ural region, Russian petroleum fields occupy vast sedimentary basins formed by ancient epicontinental seas. The terrain ranges from marshy boreal taiga forests to frozen Arctic tundra. Extreme continental climates with sub-zero winters present severe engineering challenges, while supporting fragile cold-climate wildlife populations like wolves and reindeer. Covering central Libya, the Sirte Basin consists of massive Rift Valley sag basins filled with marine sediments. Overlying this geological treasure is the Sahara Desert, marked by towering sand dunes, rocky plateaus, and dry wadis. An arid desert climate yields extreme temperatures, sparse vegetation, and a fragile desert ecosystem shaped by ancient trade routes. Ranging from the arid high plains of West Texas to the Gulf of Mexico, American oil geography features rich sedimentary basins like Permian and Bakken. Tectonic fracturing and organic mudstone deposition created vast tight oil reserves. Landscapes vary from desert scrubland and prairies to deep marine waters, hosting complex ecosystems and extensive energy infrastructure. Occupying West Africa's Atlantic coast, the Niger Delta is a massive sedimentary basin formed by river silt deposition over millions of years. Tropical rainforests, freshwater swamps, and extensive mangrove ecosystems dominate the landscape. A hot, humid equatorial climate supports vibrant aquatic biodiversity, though delicate coastal habitats face continuous environmental pressures from industrial extraction. Nestled between the Volga River and the Ural Mountains, this region features rolling plains, mixed temperate forests, and fertile agricultural steppes. Ancient Paleozoic marine sediments created layered hydrocarbon traps beneath gentle hills. The temperate continental climate supports diverse wildlife and bustling industrial communities reliant on dense pipeline infrastructure. Occupying Central Asia's vast landmass, Kazakh oil geography centers on the North Caspian Basin. The surface terrain consists of windswept steppes, semi-deserts, and low-lying coastal marshes. High pressure, deep carbonated reservoirs lie beneath thick salt layers. A severe continental climate brings harsh winters and scorching summers, supporting specialized steppe flora and fauna. Located in Heilongjiang Province, the Daking Field sits within the Songliao Rift Basin, an ancient lacustrine environment filled with rich organic sediments. The regional geography features flat plains, seasonal wetlands, and fertile agricultural land. A cold temperate climate with freezing winters shapes the local ecosystem, housing migratory birds and cold-adapted wetland species. Promontory Peninsula extending into the Persian Gulf, Qatar consists of low-lying, rocky desert terrain and shallow salt flats known as sabkhas. Underwater limestone formations hold massive hydrocarbon deposits formed during the Mesozoic era. An arid marine-influenced climate creates extreme heat, surrounding shallow coral reef coastal ecosystems harboring marine life like dugongs. Located off the southeastern coast of South America, Brazil's pre-salt fields sit beneath thousands of meters of water, rock, and thick salt beds on the continental shelf. The maritime environment features deep oceanic waters exposed to Atlantic weather systems. The neighboring coastline showcases lush Atlantic rainforest mountains and vibrant marine ecosystems. Dominating North Africa, Algeria's main petroleum region features sweeping sand seas, rocky hamadus, and extreme desert terrain. The oil lies within Paleozoic sandstone layers buried beneath vast desert expanses. A hyperarid desert climate creates intense daytime heat, supporting minimal vegetation and specialized desert animals adapted to severe aridity.
Positioned in the stormy North Sea and Norwegian Sea, this marine landscape features subsea basins created by continental rifting. Strong ocean currents, rough sea states, and cool maritime climates define the surface conditions above the submerged oil fields. The surrounding cold water marine ecosystem supports rich fish populations, marine mammals, and seabird colonies.
Located above the Arctic Circle, this remote marine environment features drifting sea ice, icy continental shelves, and polar marine ecosystems. Geological faulting created deep offshore basins filled with rich organic sediments. Home to polar bears, seals, and migratory seabirds, this extreme Arctic landscape demands specialized ice-class extraction infrastructure. From ancient seas to modern frontiers, these geological reservoirs continue to shape our world. Subscribe to join our next geographical expedition.